Hello and welcome to Prize Picks presents Dial C for Cricfit. It is the battle between RCB and DC. It is Delhi Capitals taking on the Royal Challengers Bangalore. It's Virat Kohli versus Rishabh Pant. It's the battle between two teams that have only lost one game in the season so far. Both teams have played 5 matches, 4 wins, 1 loss, and that is the matter with both sides here. So today again, they're playing at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Again, yesterday we saw a low-scoring encounter between Punjab Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders. So today again, it will be interesting to see what happens at Ahmedabad between the two sides here. So I've posted a link in the comment section below. Do hit that link and join us for the live. And I'm pretty sure that we will be able to discuss a lot many things here. But the news coming from the center is that Delhi Capitals have won the toss. They have elected to ball first. Again, yep. Even yesterday, that was the same case. If you look at KKR, they won the toss, elected to ball first, and yeah, that's how they went with the game there. So again, it will be interesting to see what happens because this is the second game at Ahmedabad in this season. We have not seen many games happen. So again, as we know that the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy playoffs happened at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, and after that we had those two test matches, the third and fourth test, where India literally whitewashed England in those two matches. We saw Akshar Patel, the local boy, taking as many as 28 wickets in the entire series. We saw him excel. Even the pink ball test happened in the Ahmedabad Stadium. So again, interesting to see how T20s will pan out here, because there was a lot of dew that came into play yesterday. And I think this is also a good time to welcome our editor, Mikhail Vaswani. Hello, sir.
Hi, Amay. Good evening. Big match
Good
today.
evening. Big match. It's two Delhi boys. It's Virat Kohli and Rishabh Pant here. Who are you backing today?
I guess I'm backing both of them. RCB has, for the first time, begun well in IPL in recent times. Delhi Capitals had a little bit of a blow early on, with Shreyas Iyer missing out, and now you have Rishabh Pant doing a good job of it. So I'll be happy for both the teams as far as they do well. But interesting will be the combination that RCB go in with. Dan
Yeah,
Christian is a big question mark for them over there. Will they do something about it? Let's see. Have they done anything? Looks like, yeah,
yeah.
Dan Christian is sitting out. Not a bad idea at all.
And they've brought in Daniel Sams. So and also, so if you look at the RCB side here, two foreign players, Adam Zampa and Kane Richardson, have flown back to Australia due to personal reasons. It's all because of the COVID scenario happening in the country. Is the loss going to affect RCB any further, or it won't really matter, because Adam Zampa hardly featured in the playing 11, and Kane Richardson I think played 1 or 2 games so in the season. So is the loss going to impact them by some extent in the season?
To be very honest, when you have a bowler spinner like Chahal, a leg spinner like Chahal in your side, I've
Yeah,
never really regarded Adam Zampa as the trump card in terms of leg spin in the side, because at the end of the day, Virat Kohli's go-to man has been Chahal. I
yeah,
totally understand the concerns of a player today playing in the COVID times, and it's a personal call which everybody needs to respect. And it should not hold any bearing for their future um, acquisitions or auctions, because this one is a desperate situation and everybody is in full, I would say, they have the right to make these personal calls. No loss, I feel, for RCB over here, because for that matter, Ravichandran Ashwin also has taken a break. Remember, the country is going through a turmoil at the moment. There are many people who are saying, "Is why is even IPL happening?" And there are
exactly.
players like uh, Cummins, and now Brett Lee has gone and donated money. So it's a very difficult situation. No loss. RCB should just focus on what they're doing in the middle, and I guess Virat Kohli is good at doing that.
Yeah, and so one more thing we're noticing here now the foreign players are making a donation here, but a lot of the Indian cricketers haven't spoken about this issue. So do we expect a lot of Indians to take a stand for the country and support them in such crisis? Because there's not a single Indian player who has said anything other than, now if you're looking at Pat Cummins, he has donated, spoken about it. Andrew Ty has left the country, now he's blaming the government. So we expect Indian cricketers to support the country at this stage of the phase here.
I guess Amay, we are forgetting when the first pandemic happened, a lot of
Yeah.
contributions came in from some of the biggest personalities of the country, and a few of them were cricketers as well.
Yeah.
See, it is a personal call, point number one.
Yeah.
As a board, the BCCI can probably look into it and ensure that at a time when they are having IPL during the pandemic, they can also contribute towards the pandemic by giving a donation, which will come under the basically all the cricketers come under the umbrella of BCCI. So even if the
Yeah.
BCCI make the contribution, I feel it's fine. Or maybe all the
Yeah.
franchises can come together. Maybe one match fees or something like that they can donate towards the pandemic. It'll be a great
Yeah.
gesture, much needed gesture, and a timely gesture as well. So I'm of the strong opinion and belief that we cannot individually attack cricketers just because of Pat Cummins or we can always ask Pat Cummins what happened when the bushfire happened in Australia. Did you donate then? As
Yeah.
simple as that. So let's not get too personal with Indian cricketers not giving money. I am not of the opinion that because Pat Cummins gave, an Indian cricketer has to give and all. It's a personal call. But as a
Yeah.
board, as a body, as a responsible body like the BCCI, I feel they can be in a situation to make a huge contribution and ensure that more oxygen cylinders reach our houses at this point in time.
Yeah. So coming back to the game here, RCB have made another change at the top of the order here. Now, if you look at the number three, Rajat Patidar is playing today. In the previous game, you had Washington Sundar. Before that, for two games, you had Shehbaz Ahmed. The number three slot looks a bit unsettled at the moment because they're trying and testing a lot many players, and every two games, the number three keeps changing for RCB here.
You know, I mean, each time there's a number three discussion, I go back to only one person, and that's Rahul Dravid, because I come from that. I come from that generation of discussion where number three, any problem, SOS, Rahul Dravid. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the past. But what I like about this is they've brought back the youngster who didn't have a great start. They believe in him,
Yeah.
and with this, they've also brought in depth. I'll be happy to see Washington Sundar after AB de Villiers. Now, what happens is
Okay.
one, two, three, four, five, six good batsmen. Daniel Savs also bats.
Yes, he can hit the long ball.
So he and Jamieson can bring in that impetus towards the end, that
Yeah.
blitzkrieg or that cameo or that maverick innings you can hope from them. Harshal Patel also can bat, knowing that he
Yeah.
went for 37 runs in the last over. He'll at least want to score half of those runs today and just redeem himself and get the monkey off the back as well. Though most of
Yeah.
these cricketers don't really bother about what happened in the last game. This is a good
Yeah.
batting lineup. I'm happy for Patidar. Much needed break for him as well.
Yep. And if you look at the bowling attack now, they have brought in a left arm pacer in the form of Daniel Sams. They have Kyle Jamieson, Harshal Patel, and they have two spinners in Chahal and Washington Sundar. I mean, this lineup looks sorted to you. They also, I think they also have Mohammad Siraj in here. So yeah, Mohammad Siraj is missing from this list, but yeah, even he's part of this side here.
Oh, he's part of the playing. I was just about to
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Siraj is not there. Now that Siraj is there, okay, they have a quality pacer. And
Yeah.
Siraj, what they're genuinely missing is a quality all rounder. I mean, I'm still to see Washington Sundar and Maxwell make impact with both bat and ball in one match, like a Jadeja, like a
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya. You can expect 4 overs, but I feel Washington Sundar and Maxwell can do the job. But when I talk about all rounders, I look at mercurial players. People who you see them and say that what balance this player adds with bat and ball. In RCB, maybe they can hone and they can give Washington Sundar another year or two before he becomes a solid all rounder. He's shown
Yeah.
signs, but all he needs is to bring in more consistency in bat ball performances. But
Yeah.
otherwise, good side, very good side right now.
Yeah, we'll take a look at Delhi Capitals now. Ashwin is not playing, so if we observe what happened in the last game, Akshar Patel came into the side after recovering from COVID, and right after the match got over against Sunrisers Hyderabad, Ashwin said that I'm taking a break. So perhaps Ashwin was just waiting for Akshar Patel to get fit, so the Delhi Capitals franchise does not suffer going down. One less spinner in the side there.
But then he should have been playing today. He's playing. Akshar Patel is there,
He is
and
playing.
Amit
Yeah,
Mishra is playing. See, again, let's not dwell deep into what players have decided to do in the COVID time.
yeah,
It's a situation where anybody. It's like this, Ame. You call me to your house for coffee, and I say, Ame, I'm having a running nose, and you'll say, okay, bro, stay home. It's
yeah,
like that because
exactly.
everybody understands how severe and how dangerous this is.
Yeah.
And that's why, being around family, being with family is top priority right now, ensuring. So anybody walking out of IPL, anybody doing anything should not even be questioned. But his timing maybe fits well because Akshar Patel comes in, as you mentioned. Akshar and
Yeah,
Amit Mishra, dangerous duo with the spin department. And look at that pace attack. Rabada, Ishant Sharma. But my pick for Delhi Capitals is Avesh Khan. 2017, he was first picked. He's always looked a very good hit the deck bowler. And I'm very impressed. And I feel the day is not far when he may also get a call up because there's something about him that always exudes a lot of confidence in terms of the batting. Shaw has looked good in the last game. He got a 50. Dhawan, ever dependable. Rishabh Pant is due for a big one. And this is Steve Smith, right? And
yeah,
Chevron
Steve
Hitmaya and
Smith.
Stoinis. Oh
Yeah.
my God, lot of batting ammunition. Lot of batting
So,
ammunition.
so if you look at Steve Smith here, over the years in the IPL, we have not seen what Steve Smith does in the international format for Australia. Many regard him as not a capable T20 batsman. How do you look at Steve Smith in this lineup? Because in the last game as well, he played a knock of 34 runs of 25 deliveries, and that has been a strike rate in the entire IPL. If you look at his performance in the last 5 or 6 years, strikes at around 110, 120, but nothing more than that. So how do you look Steve Smith? Is he a fit in the T20 side of Delhi Capitals here?
Just look at this score, playing 11. Amir, what do you
Yeah.
see after after one and two? What do you see in common? Keep Steve Smith out. What do you see in common? You remove
Uh,
Steve Smith, Prithvi Shaw, and Shikhar Dhawan.
this is all hitters, you mean? Yeah, in the side.
Exactly.
Yeah,
In the storm, you need some calm. In the
yeah,
carnage, you need some class in terms of
yeah,
patience. And Steve Smith will bring that stability in the middle. He can bat, he can anchor, the rest can revolve around him. So he's
yeah,
playing to a role, he's playing to a plan. And that is, I'm going to stick around, I'm going to stick around. You have to come and score around me, Hitmaya,
yeah,
Pant, and Stoinis. Now, the problem is they are not doing that. And in the process, Steve Smith looks a little bit of a slow cricketer over here.
yeah,
If you judiciously utilize Steve Smith, bring him at number three, and ask Pant, Stoinis, and the other gentleman, Hetmaya, to play around him, then that's the plan working.
yeah. So we'll welcome Kavish and Pranay as well. Pranay, all well. KKR has finally won a game yesterday, so all good there.
Yes, absolutely. And finally, after a long time. And as
Yeah,
Mikhail sir was also saying, Steve Smith is someone who can take care of the middle order, and exactly was the same thing which was done by Owen Morgan yesterday when Nitish Rana and Shubman Gill
yeah,
fell back to back. Then Owen Morgan took responsibility as a captain, as a player, and that is something which is expected of Steve Smith. Rishabh
yeah,
Pant today is plotted at three. But if Prithvi Shaw or Shikhar Dhawan fall early, say within the first 4 or 5 overs, then maybe
yeah,
I think Steve Smith should come at three over Rishabh Pant.
yeah. Kavish, what do you make of Steve Smith as a T20 batsman? What are your thoughts on him?
Yes, he can, stay till the end, and he can strike the ball good. But I don't see him as an batsman. Like, for example, Rishabh Pant. He can just stay there, give you like 6 runs, 7 runs per over. Hit a couple of boundaries. But I don't see him as a hard hitting batsman like Rishabh Pant.
Yeah. So, Mikhail sir, if we look at now we spoke about Ashwin. He has left the side here. We don't have Kane Richardson. Chris Lynn has mentioned that all the players are going to get vaccinated. So, in this tournament, do you expect a lot more cricketers backing out, or is it going to be is it going to be constant? Because some foreign players have said that they feel safe in the bio bubble. So again, all the discussions revolve around this. What do you make of this? Will more foreign players back out, and eventually the IPL might also be it might just get cancelled if more
The
players back
IPL
out.
will not get cancelled. The
Okay,
IPL will not get cancelled.
okay.
1 second, there's some problem with my audio. Am I recording?
Yeah. You are.
Am I fine?
Yes,
Yes,
yes. Absolutely. No
Yeah.
problem there.
See, player pullout will happen.
Yeah,
IPL is not going to stop unless the government intervenes. Then only. But as an independent body, as DCCI, they will
yeah,
never call it off. There's a lot riding on the IPL. There's a
yeah,
lot at stake. The franchises are paying the cricketers. It's all currently halfway underway as well. Players are well within their right to
yeah,
walk out of IPL, fearing their own safety and concern, and it
yeah,
has to be respected. But what Andrew Ty is doing, going back to Australia and saying the government that he can refrain from these things. This will
yeah.
jeopardize his contract in the coming season.
Exactly.
As
Yeah,
Yeah,
we respect your decision of leaving the IPL, please take care, but you have no
yeah.
right to go and take pot shots about the IPL.
Exactly. Yep. So, Sahil, welcome to Crickfit. How are you doing?
good, good, good. Hi, Amay. Hi, Michael. Hi, everyone. Hope you guys are doing great.
Oh yes,
Yep.
hi.
So we'll talk about two players to watch out for in today's game. One
Yeah,
from each side here. So we have Prithvi Shaw, Devdutt Padikkal. I
yeah,
would just say that this might just be India's future opening pair. You can also have Ruturaj Gaikwad in there as your reserve opener. So
definitely.
so so if you look at Prithvi Shaw, 5 matches, 166 runs, 250s. He
Yeah,
has looked. I mean, there's hardly anything to express about Prithvi Shaw. He has looked so good in this season. And then you
yeah,
have Devdutt Padikkal as well.
yeah.
4 matches, 171 runs. 100 of those runs came in the previous game when he smashed that 100. Sahil, what is so special in these two players here? And as I mentioned, this might be our opening pair after Shikhar and Rohit retire.
Probably. See, a player like Sachin Tendulkar, predicting at a
Yeah,
very early age that Prithvi Shaw will play for India, that guy has
yeah,
to be really special, and he's come back very strongly, especially after the Australian series where he was criticized right, wrong, and right, left, and center. But only thing still feel he has to work on his fitness. I mean, you see him
yeah,
a bit slow on the field and all. But Devdutt Padikkal, I am really very impressed by him. In fact, I won't be surprised in a year's time. Probably he may make his debut for Team India. I probably see him, making his debut for Team India in the shorter formats even before Prithvi Shaw. I mean, as a regular
yeah,
feature. I mean,
And Sahil, may I add over here?
sure, please.
What really helps Padikkal is that he's
Yeah,
opening with the Indian captain.
exactly,
He,
exactly.
yeah, the Indian captain is leading him in the IPL, and he's
Yeah,
spending time with him. And the fact that today he's been signed up by Puma comes, I'm
yeah,
sure, after a lot of deliberation by Puma and discussion with also the existing brands like a Kohli or a Rahul. Whom should we look at? So I will
yeah,
also not be surprised if Padikkal, due to his sheer
yeah,
consistency, great conduct on the field, wonderful behavior,
yeah,
just goes there, slightly edge out everybody and starts breathing
exactly.
down the neck of a Shikhar Dhawan or a KL Rahul as an opener in T20 cricketers, keeping also in mind he's a lefty like Dhawan. Now,
Yeah,
Dhawan has not found favor in T20s, make no mistake. Dhawan
totally.
is an ODI cricketer today. In T20s,
Exactly.
he's looked good, but this is going to be a close. I, in fact, tweeted very recently. Don't be surprised after the IPL, Devdutt Padikkal will start getting a call. And it was many people said, "What about Prithvi Shaw? There's so many openers," and that's when I stated, Padikkal in the playing 11, I'm not guaranteeing, but Padikkal in the Indian squad, I'm guaranteeing.
Yeah, even I feel the same that he might feature in one of those two T20 series before the T20 World Cup, and in order to sort out, who are your best 3, 4 openers apart from Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, because I'm assuming Virat Kohli is also going to open because you want the Surya Kumar Yadav and Shreyas Iyer in the middle order. But I completely agree as usual with you, Mikhail. I mean, he would be a part of the squad. That's why I said maybe World Cup or within a year he might be part of the Indian cricket team. And the way he plays, I mean, absolutely brilliant and consistent.
Yeah, you remember one thing, Pranay and Kavish as well. When you're batting alongside Virat Kohli, it's
Yeah,
not easy to hold your own when you're batting again alongside a batting great. To play such shots and Virat Kohli acknowledging your shots, this is confidence at a next level for Padikkal right now. This is a thumbs up. This is a nod of approval from the best batsman in the world that Padikkal, you are impressing me with your shot making. So you can understand right now the state of mind Padikkal is going through and the kind of belief Kohli has in Padikkal. Go ahead, Pranay. You've been quiet for a while now. You can go ahead.
Yeah, so this is absolutely right, Mikhail sir, because something I have seen myself when I've witnessed the match from the stadium is that whenever any player is batting alongside Virat Kohli, then they are a little bit conservative as well because they don't want to be on the here, to hear something from Virat Kohli. So they be a bit quiet and instead of trying to attack. And in that way, and with Virat Kohli as a partner. David Padikkal playing very aggressively and getting all sorts of appreciation from Virat Kohli. Definitely has a bright future ahead.
एंड प्रणय देखिए, अगर आप एक कंपनी में काम कर रहे हो और आपके बॉस और आप ओपन कर रहे हो और आपने ऐसे 2-3 चौके मारे और आपके बॉस ने बोला उधर ही बीच में, यार क्या मार रहा है प्रणय, है आज मजा आ रहा है तेरी बैटिंग देख के, तो तू सोचेगा दिमाग में, अरे भाई मेरे को तो इंक्रीमेंट तो जरूर मिलने वाला है, 10% नहीं 20% मिलने वाला है इंक्रीमेंट. ये वही हो रहा है अभी पडिक्कल के साथ.
So,
Sorry.
Yeah, Syed, I'll come to
No,
you.
nothing. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so we'll talk about game changers also. Now we have spoken about 2 players to watch out for, and the 2 game changers for today are, we have gone in with Rishabh Pant again. No doubt, he's a game changer. Turned the Test match around in Gabba, and we saw what he did in Australia. On the other hand, you have AB de Villiers. Last match, he did not fire. He was probably RCB's last hope after losing 2-3 wickets in the power play. But today, Sahil, if you look at Rishabh Pant and de Villiers, they play a key role because, as Mikhail sir mentioned, in the Delhi Capitals side, you have just Steve Smith who can play the conservative approach kind of
Anchor
a role.
role,
But anchor role, as we call it these days. But other than Rishabh Pant, there's no one else. So again, other than Steve Smith, there's no one else here. So Rishabh Pant at number 3, or would you rather have Rishabh Pant at number 4 or 5? How would you go about this here?
See, it depends upon the situation. If there is an early wicket if the wicket falls in a power play, then I will get a Steve Smith in. But if 10 overs have passed by, maybe I'll get a Rishabh Pant in, give him some deliveries, and then he can get settled and go, bang bang in the last few overs. Because it's very difficult. I mean, any batsman needs a bit of time as he rather than coming and slamming right from the word go. So if 10 overs have passed by, then probably Rishabh Pant. If wicket falls in the power play early wicket, then probably Steven Smith for sure.
That's a good point. Now, there are 2 ways of looking at it. Either you have a structured format, if you have your core set with you and you're playing with the same team for the last 5 years, like a CSK or a Mumbai Indians, then you have a set, solid batting order. In the case of, say, a Delhi Capitals, where you're again now trying to restructure and get back your own playing 11, own team rather, I just feel in such a scenario, you should think that after 1 and 2, we need to be versatile floaters in the side, depending on situations. I look at it that way at least. Unless and until you see one batsman doing consecutively or consistently well at number 3 or number 4, you say, okay, we'll keep him at 1, 2, we'll keep him at 5, but 2, 3, and 6 will keep floating, be ready batsmen. In Delhi's case right now, I feel this is what they should be doing.
Yeah, and there's one concern. Now, if I look at the Delhi Capitals side here, they dropped Chris Wokes after performing in the first 2 matches. They brought in Steve Smith in place of him, and then they had Avesh Khan down in the lineup there. Today they have brought in Ishant Sharma. But Sahil, if you look at Chris Wokes in the 2 matches he played, I mean, his performance was, I mean, you could appraise that, praise that performance. It was that good. He was bowling well in the power plays, getting that swing into play, and was also picking up wickets. But then suddenly he's out of the side. I think he was Delhi Capitals' best performing foreign player in this tournament in the first 2 games, but now he's missing. So would you rather have Chris Wokes in this lineup?
Yeah, but then whom will you drop? You can't drop a Shimron Hetmer. You need someone along with Rishabh Pant in the end as a firepower, because Marcus Stoinis is also a good finisher, but he doesn't have that much as a firepower. So I'll go for a Shimron Hetmer. And problem is that Ajinkya Rahane has not been very consistent at number 3. So you need someone at number 3, and no one better than Steve Smith. So unfortunately, because of this rule of having only 4 foreign players, Chris Wokes misses out. Otherwise, he has performed brilliantly. That's the only logic I can see of him not being picked in the squad, in the playing 11.
Yeah. So with this, we'll also take a look at the 2 trump cards, the 2 bowlers you have to watch out for, and then I'll come to Kavish and Pranay here. So the two trump cards for today's game, we have gone in with the veteran of IPL, Amit Mishra, and then there's Harshal Patel. Now let's not discount Harshal Patel's last over in the last match. It happens. It's a usual thing for an RCB fan to watch what bowlers getting hit in the final over. But if you look at Harshal Patel, he is the purple cap holder. Again, purple cap holders and the RCB players, they don't go hand in hand. I've mentioned this before as well. 5 matches, 15 wickets. He has been a match winner for RCB in this season. And then there's Amit Mishra, who is going to play a key role in this season in the absence of someone like a Ravichandran Ashwin. So, Pranay, your thoughts on Amit Mishra playing in place of Ravichandran Ashwin in this season now?
Well, see, Amit Mishra has the big plus point, which is his experience. He has played for several years. He has played a lot for India and in the IPL, and he can bring in that experience as well. And of course, he can turn the game. We saw in one of the games in this season as well. So yeah, we can hope that Amit Mishra can fill in Ravichandran Ashwin's shoes, and also he can break partnerships, take wickets as and when needed, and on and off day, of course, he can go for some runs.
Yeah. And Kavish, you must have watched a lot of Harshal Patel. So what are your thoughts on Harshal Patel? Last match, Ravindra Jadeja hit him for 37 runs, but then he has picked up 15 wickets in the 5 games for RCB in this season. So what do you make of him?
Yeah, so like everyone has good days and bad days. Bad, you just can't, throw water on whatever he's done for the team. Getting those crucial wickets. I think he also got a 3-4 wicket haul in one match. So I really think one bad over can't, beat the good things which he's done. And about Amit Mishra, the other trump card, I really think that in this IPL, Ravi Bishnoi has played 2 matches in this IPL, and I think he's done better than Amit Mishra.
Yeah. Okay. So the match is all set to begin. I think the match has already begun here. 3 balls have already been bowled. So we'll take everyone's thoughts on their favorite side in this match here. Starting with Mikhail sir, RCB or DC? I know you're RCB fan, but DC today.
Who's bowling first?
It's RCB is batting first.
I'll go in with Delhi then today.
Okay. Your favorite team, you're going against them today. What is happening, sir?
I'm just like any other IPL team. They change their players just like how in the playing 11. I'm changing my team now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Who was that taunt towards? Which team?
Ruturaj Gaikwad is playing. Yeah, no taunt.
I knew that. That's why I asked.
Your pick for today.
My pick will be Delhi Capitals. Again, because of the dew we saw yesterday at the stadium. So I will go with Delhi Capitals.
Okay. Kavish?
Yeah, even I'll go with Delhi Capitals, and I really, want to see Avesh Khan get those wickets and get a call up for.
Okay. Sahil, what were you saying? And give your pick as well, yeah?
No, I was nothing. So I'm saying I'll pick RCB for sure. I'll pick RCB only because of this great man Virat Kohli. That's why.
Okay.
So I support individual teams because of the certain individual players. Like you support CSK only for Rituraj Gaikwad, not even Dhoni.
No, there's a Shardul Thakur as well.
Oh, okay, Shardul. But he's from Mumbai.
पालघर वो बीच में आता है.
अच्छा बीच में आता है. अच्छा ठीक है. Anyways, I genuinely feel RCB still have a great chance to win today if they put up a total of 170, 175. I know the dew factor is there, but still I feel like backing RCB today. It's just by pure. I'm not going by any logic. It's pure heart. So I would say RCB today.
Okay, I'll go with Sahil today. I'm also going with RCB. Let's.
I think I may accept that one day where I think we are best friends, except when Rahul Tripathi is there.
Yeah, and Rahul Tripathi is also playing. So now,
yeah, he's playing very well.
Exactly, all Punekars are in form, including me. So
and that's what I'm trying. And that's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, but I'll just quickly add a line over here. We talk about a Shubman Gill, we talk about a Devdutt Padikkal, we talk about Prithvi Shaw. Why are we not talking about Rahul Tripathi?
Yeah.
We should be talking about him also, maybe knocking the selection doors in the T20 format. I know there's no place You have Shreyas Iyer who's coming back. You have Rohit Sharma, but he's doing enough to justify at least a discussion in the selectors roundtable. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we should talk about Rahul Tripathi, the player, the performer, and how well. Yes, Pranay.
Mikhail sir, you're absolutely right. And as I was telling Amay a few days back also, if by chance during this 1 year, if Rahul Tripathi doesn't get to play for India, then I mean KKR can directly retain him at a dirt cheap price. They can just commit a robbery by retaining him directly.
Nice one, Pranay. Nice one.
Mikhail sir, I have a
Miguel,
question
one
for you.
last thing before we log off. If you sorry, 1 minute. Do you think Rahul Tripathi will for his career will be similar to Manoj Tiwari? I think probably to unlucky cricketers.
That's the fear, actually. I was also thinking about
Yeah.
that. There was another cricketer also I was thinking today who I felt is probably going down the VVS Lakshman May. I guess though Lakshman got his due in the later half of his career, but not making it to the 2003 World Cup or 2003 World Cup was the biggest low point for VVS Lakshman, which I felt he justified. Dinesh Mongia played ahead of him. But yes, I hope that does not happen. And today I feel that will not happen because, with more IPL, more awareness, more eyeballs, more spotlight, players' performance cannot be hidden. Yes, Kavish.
Mikhail sir, according to you, which 4 teams will qualify for the playoffs?
Oh my God.
I know it's too early, but still.
Okay, Chennai Super Kings, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Mumbai Indians, and
DC.
Delhi Capitals. Yeah.
ये लोग ही तो है top 4 में.
फिलहाल तो मैं बस, but SRH will not. I can give you that in writing. This season they are just not playing. This season they're just not.
Thankfully, there's no SRH fan among us, so it's all good here.
But then of course David Warner is a mad captain, so the way he did last year, he can do it again. You never know.
Yeah, see, SRH has been a success story largely because you've had to have David Warner as the orange cap contender or top 3 or maybe the leader, and then only SRH has moved it. And remember, SRH also had Shikhar Dhawan that time. So both these left-handers would literally take every match in their stride. Either Dhawan, either Warner. Either Dhawan, either Warner. This time, Warner does not have that Dhawan with him.
Yep. So, sir, I think we should wrap up. The second over is about to get over, and I think it's high time we move ourselves from here. So, Mikhail sir,
before we go, had CSK won the toss and was batting first, you would have wrapped the show 5 minutes before it start also.
Oh God!
You've got 2 overs into it.
No, and if Rituraj Gaikwad was playing well, he would have continued. Let's watch and continue rather.
Okay, gentlemen. Okay.
Take care, guys.
Okay,
Bye.
thank
Bye.
you, gentlemen.
Bye.
Take care.
So, guys, do sign up on Price Picks. Use the code CRICFIT and avail yourself a match up to $100. And on the sidelines, we are also available now on Telegram. So do visit Telegram, search for CRICFIT update, or you can just hit this link which has been posted here. And yep, we are now available on Telegram as well. And Price Picks, you have to go there, sign up, make your fantasy 11, and that would be it. So I think that's it. Everyone is left, unfortunately. So we'll wrap up the show. Thank you so much for all those who tuned into Dial C for Cricfit. This is Amay Petkar signing off, and I will see you tomorrow before the match. Take care.